And then we're going to go to brand.
Where's the brand?
We'll go here. So welcome to Traveling with a Chair Live. Tonight is Sunday night, and she's Cheryl.
And he's Ken.
And she's not sure why she's married to me. We had that discussion a minute ago. But anyway, it's because I make her smile, see? So today we're going to talk about some interesting stuff. We'll start with a little bit about, I'm looking for banners. I'll put you in charge of banners. But we're going to start talking first about what we think for accessible travel in 2023. We've had the opportunity to be at a couple of trade shows in the last month or so. And the one thing that I would say is that in general, what we find is that the businesses we talk to are becoming more and more interested. No, I didn't have one for this.
Oh, okay.
She wonders why I want to drive.
We were talking about 2023.
Yeah. But we see a lot of people starting to get interested in, or more interested in, accessible travel, recognizing that they need to make changes, make improvements. We talked to some hotel providers that we had some, what we think were productive conversations. The cruise lines in general are doing a good job, though. I did share, the fact that the one thing that could get better on rooms is to have automatic door openers on all of the accessible rooms, so that you don't have to try to fight the door in the wheelchair. So we've gotten good feedback. I'm optimistic that hopefully things, I stay active on LinkedIn, and I see a lot of conversation, at fairly high levels about accessible travel. So I'm optimistic that things will, are going to continue to get better in that arena.
And the newer ships are much better, much more accessible even than the older ones.
Yeah. And so to start with, our favorite question is, let us know in the comments where you're watching from, because when you do that, it makes me smile. And if you're watching on the replay, please do so as well. Again, we always like to know. We're in our home office. The office, you can't really tell, but my desk is about 4 feet this way toward this wall behind us from where it normally sits, because starting Thursday, we're putting flooring in. I've been pulling flooring out. Comment, show. Let's see. Oh, Rhonda. Oh, you booked a cruise already, and you didn't call me, Rhonda. Oh, very nice. So let us know where you're cruising to, Rhonda. We're always interested where our audience is going. So thank you for letting us know where you're watching from. Next week, there won't be a show, so we'll be back in 2 weeks. And that's because we're going to be on the Meraviglia, and we'll be sailing on Sunday evening, and I don't want to depend on internet working. We have not had great success the last couple of times we've tried that. So in general, we will not do it while we're at sea. Okay, so let's see. If you can, I ask if you can hear me okay to smash the like, but even if you can't hear me, smash the like button. Because what that does is it tells Facebook or YouTube that there's content worthwhile, and it'll help them to share the content with other people. And so it helps us to grow our influence, and it makes us more valuable to advertisers. We just worked on taxes, and the amount we spent out of pocket compared to what we earned last year was pretty ugly. Oh, round trip San Diego to Hawaii. You're going on Holland America, Rhonda? Because we were looking at that. Yes. Actually, we might join you. You can message me the day when you're going, maybe we'll be on that because we're looking at that for one of our
No,
cruises next
what I
year.
really wanted to do was to take it. You can take it all the way to Tahiti. That's what I really wanted to do.
Cheryl wants to do Tahiti. I don't know if we can swing Tahiti or not. We'll see.
Okay. So then we
But-
had the smash the like button. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so things that we're going to do in 2023 that we already have on the books. Well, one of them's not on the books, but I'm sending the paperwork in tomorrow to get that one done. We're going on the Meraviglia on Sunday. So we're going to have 4 nights. We are supposed to have an overnight at Ocean Cay. And I so hope we get to do that because that is an amazing island. And if the weather's all good, that's what we expect to happen. Konings Dam.
Oh, very
Yeah, we
nice.
looked at that for this year and just couldn't find the time to do it. But we quite probably might work it out to be on that ship next year. So we'll see. We're thinking about 2024. But anyway, so we're going on the Meraviglia. We come back. We're going to go. We're anticipating the 12th of February to go on the New Amsterdam to Aruba and Curacao. I think it only makes 2 stops, and I take it back. It may go to Grand Cayman too. But anyway, we're looking at the New Amsterdam. We haven't done a Holland America, so we would love to get on board and do some filming. We think that's going to be a nice fit. I've heard raves about the food, and it's kind of interesting. I've been watching, pretty much all of the forums across Facebook, and the food has gotten some pretty bad marks on lines that were known for good food. We had a friend of ours was on the, let's see, they were on the Celebrity, not the Summit, but the Apex, and we're talking about how much they thought the food had gone downhill. Now on the Summit when we went, we thought we had good food, but we're not gourmands.
Oh, and then I was going to say something. I forgot what it was. Oh, also, and if you do like Holland America, tell us what you like best about it, so we can know what to look forward to. Oh yes, Tahiti too, but not this time. Oh, okay.
Okay, we'll see if we can make that work, Rhonda. It'll be fun to meet you. And if there's more that want to go to Hawaii round trip, just ring us up. We could put together a small group and get some perks to go with it.
Yeah, I just can't travel that far in an airplane. And we've been to Hawaii twice in the past, years ago. So this is like the only way I can go back now.
And Rhonda, I don't know if you've been to Hawaii, but I do have a warning for anybody that's going to Hawaii. And this is you got to pay attention to this. You have to be careful how much pineapple you eat. We took our son when he was about a year old, and we went to Hawaii. We stayed a week, and everywhere we went, they got all of this amazing pineapple. And so we were eating pineapple, and he was eating pineapple, and we were eating pineapple. He was eating pineapple, and then all of a sudden he wouldn't eat pineapple. He would scream if you put it toward his mouth. He just didn't want any part of it. And we're like, why? And the next day, our mouths were so raw that you couldn't hardly eat anything. So as a result, we, like I said, just be careful. Pineapple can get you.
Yeah.
Okay. Which ship, Rhonda?
What if it's crowded? And sometimes that's why we usually avoid the holidays, and we avoid when children are on cruise ships. So I think that gives them, it's a little bit easier for the staff to keep up.
Okay, so it's time to get. Actually, so anyway, after the New Amsterdam cruise, we're going on the Divina. Our granddaughter's flying down. We're gonna go out of Miami on her spring break on the Divina for 4 days. We have a really nice front suite on that. This will be the best room we've ever paid for, and we got a fairly good deal on it. But it's the best room far and away we've had. But since she's 16, it gives her a little privacy, which was our reason in picking it. I'm not a fan of front balconies normally, because usually if the ship's underway, the wind is so high you can't use the balcony. But if, again, it's one where we have 2 days at the island, then it would be amazing. And then, go ahead. Yeah. So we got another comment. On Facebook user, thanks for checking in. Let us share your name since it didn't pick it up from Facebook, so we know who you are. And then our plan is May and probably July. We're going to do some all-inclusives. I normally teach a class in the spring, and having fought last year with trying to teach and be on the seas did not work well. So my plan is to do some all-inclusives. I'm looking right now at Mexico. Like I said, in middle of May and probably the middle of July, we will go to
Jamaica.
Jamaican me crazy, Mom. And so we'll do that. And then in the fall, we'll see what happens. I would love to do an Alaska cruise. That's I still want to do a bucket list type cruise. So you were on the counting exam and too many kids, not enough. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. We try to avoid the children times. When you take grandchildren, they don't have much choice.
Yeah. With grandkids, you go when you can go. Anyway, so that's our travel plans that we have kind of solid right now. And then, like I said, in the fall, we're going to do some other things. We are going to Cruise 360.
Yeah, we're going to go to Cruise 360. So if you have any really burning questions about any particular cruise ships, we'll be there. We can talk to the reps, and so you can always just email us or whatever. Or if there's something you really want us to check out, let us know.
Yeah, and we may do I might do a live session or two, just pop up lives from the event, because we haven't done that. That'd be fun. So,
and then in December we're going to Mexican Riviera for a inclusive place. Oh. Well, hi, Bruce.
Hi, nice to have you, Bruce. The hangman. Oh, please don't hang me. Shell wants to enough as it is. So before we get to our next thing, I want to show something though. I'm going to go back and share this video again. There was part of it, but this time I'll be here. So I wanted to show you, this is one of the 360 videos. It's playing. And this is what's cool about it.
You can click and drag and see from all different views. So if you're not used to a 360 video, we thought we'd just tell people that this is a great way to do it. I mean, a great way to really see. It's kind of noisy.
I'm going to mute that. There we go. We'll make the noise go away. I don't know if you could hear it, but it was making us crazy. So like I said, it just lets you, and you can stop it. Let's see, I'll pause it, and you can still move it up and down, look around. So when you get the 360 room inspections, for example, so you can just anywhere you want to go, you can take a look at it.
It's nice because you can scroll down and see how much room is around the wheelchair, and you can scroll up and see how the shower head looks real close up. And so it's pretty. We hope that our viewers will like it. We're trying to learn more about it and trying to put more of those videos up.
And here's the interesting thing. Cheryl is holding the handle right there where the mouse is. She is holding the handle that holds the to the selfie stick that the camera's mounted on, but you can't see it. It makes that go away. So that's kind of cool. Anyway, enough of that. But it is time now to give away the backpack. So let me find the right one. Okay. I got to find the right screen for that. Hold on just a second. That's here. So for everybody that filled out the form last time, you're in the drawing. Your name's on the wheel. And so we're going to spin the wheel and see what happens.
Oh, we need music. We need a drum roll. Oh.
So Pam won it. Very good.
So we'll just need you. We have her address, right? Is it in the information they give us or not?
No.
Oh,
so
okay.
Pam, you'll need to I don't know if you're watching today or if you'll be watching on the replay, but you need to message me your contact, where to ship stuff to, and I will put that out in the mail to you. It will come snail mail because it's big and bulky, and I'm cheap, but you're getting it all the way to you in Canada free. So I guess that's as good as it gets. Now, so
I want to talk about putting chats in.
Okay.
Congratulations, Pam.
Oh.
Let's see. So did we talk about that one already? Oh, sorry, Kim. Maybe next time. Let's see.
Oh,
Oh, like the 360s. I'm glad that you like the 360s. You'll like them a lot, and I think people really enjoy them.
yeah. And one of the other things, and you'll see it, it'll show up in the blog post that we write. We'll give you links to actually 3D virtual tours of the rooms where you can go through and click and wander around and look on it yourself on it. Our goal is in the long term to try to provide as much information as we can to help our audience so that you can make decisions. Will this room work for me? Where are the outlets? The one thing I liked on the Virgin Voyages is they had a power outlet both sides of the bed. I travel with a CPAP. And having to run it, I always carry an extension cord because half the time I have to run the extension cord all the way across the room. I don't remember on Prima if we did or not, but I know on the Rhapsody of the Seas I had to have my extension cord.
Yeah, it's usually on the older ships that you have to have one. And then on some cruise ships, they will provide you with one. They want a heavy duty one, and they don't want you to use your own.
Okay, and if you're watching on YouTube, do me a favor, check your subscribe button, make sure it's red. Again, we can go farther faster, the more people that follow us and subscribe and comment. Now, we're giving away something special next time. We're giving away a limited edition puzzle. This is one that it's a picture we shot when we were in Barbados. There's only 50 of these available. And you'll get a certificate. This one, the one you get will be number 1 of 1. We'll send a certificate with it. And actually, you'll get the certificate separately. But this is kind of unique. Like I said, there's only 50.
And these puzzles are really, I'm a puzzle doer. So that's why I had this idea to make puzzles out of some of our photos. This is our first one. We've got a different one up on our website. But this is really nice material for the puzzle. If you know a puzzle person who really loves puzzles, these are very nice. So it would make a nice gift if you don't do them yourself.
Okay. And actually, let me do this. I'm going to go here. And we'll just talk a little bit because we do have a store up now on Teespring. And I'll put the link in here in just a second. I'll put the link. I will put the link in I'll make a banner. And then I'll also put it in the chat. Okay, so if you're watching on, it looks like it showed up on both Facebook and YouTube. So there's the store. Let's see, I was going to share it with a stream. So we have a couple of things. We have T-shirts, and you'll notice they have our logo, and you can't really see it says "Traveling in a Chair." The lettering on our logo didn't show up really good, but it says "Let's Roll." There is the puzzle you're going to get.
That's a different.
This will be the puzzle you'll get, and I said it's a limited edition. There is a sweatshirt.
Oh yeah, and then we have these are ones we did to see how the lettering worked out, and we realized the dark lettering didn't show up, so we now got them with lighter wording.
Yeah.
And we're going to change the wording from time to time. Right now it says, "Let's roll." Ken thought maybe we do some, "This is how I roll," maybe. And then here's the hoodie. The hoodie right here. Yep.
So that's the hoodie over here.
And the hoodie and the sweatshirt have a nice thick fleece interior. So these are not for light, warm weather. These are really for when it's pretty cool.
For cooler weather.
Yeah.
Anyway, and we have coffee mugs. And I will say this is if you buy something from the store, it does help fund us a little bit. We don't bill anybody anything. So this is our chance to earn a little bit that way.
Normally we don't book a lot of travel for other people. So
yeah, not that we don't want to, but we haven't sold a lot of travel. So.
We're busy making videos. So.
Yeah. Anyway. Enough of us begging, and let's go back to. So let's see, we did that. So if you're interested in sailing with us in 2023, or 2024 somewhere, let us know, because we're always thinking. Here you go. You have a thing. We're always looking to try to put some things together to go with people that we know. Yeah, we're in Alaska.
Yeah, it'd be great for Alaska. Layers.
Oh, nice. I got a heart up there. I appreciate that heart so very much. Thank you. So now let me ask. I know what Rhonda thought. And again, if you're watching this on the replay or watching it live, let me know in the comments if you've looked at and played with the 360 videos, and if you think there are things I can do to make them better. Because again, our goal is to try to always do what we can to take care of the audience, to make them as helpful and informative. On I've got 360 videos coming of the ships. So Rhapsody of the Sea, the public areas, the Celebrity Summit, the public areas. I'm also on the public areas there. I have the virtual tour coming on that one, on Virgin Voyages, and some of the Prima. I have 360-degree video coming from. So
on the Prima, we were at a conference, so we didn't really have a lot of time.
Yeah, the Prima, we were super busy taking care of things. Now, so if you want to get some extra entries into the drawing for the puzzle, if you want number 1 of 1 of that series puzzle, then here's what you can do. If you go to YouTube and you watch, like, and comments, you got to do all 3. Every video that you do those 3 things for, what will happen is I'm going to give you an extra entry on the prize wheel. Now, that didn't happen this time, but there are some users that I log in to check the comments on YouTube, and there may be 20 comments. And the reason that this is valuable to me, and why we decided to give extra entries for those that are willing to put in a little bit of time and effort to help, is that, again, when advertisers look at my data, and when YouTube looks at what watching the videos are worth, they look at those kinds of things. So we really appreciate it. Now, like I said, we will share again. Here's the link, and it's in the chat. If you want to go in and take a look at the merchandise, if you see something that you think we could do better on the merchandise, you have a suggestion, we're always open to try. We appreciate the audience and all you guys do, and the fact that you give us your time. It is so nice of you to join us tonight. We appreciate that. Again, like I said, next week, no live show, so it'll be 2 weeks. We'll give away the puzzle. And what will happen is that you can enter up until, we'll put entries in until midnight the night before. So that way, 2 weeks from today, I can go through and get all of that information, get it on into the wheel, and hopefully that wheel will be so full of people's names we won't be able to see anything, and then we can spin it. And we will. We're going to try probably every week to give something away. Some of it will be out of the store. We have some stuff we got from at the trade shows between now and at Cruise 360. We'll pick up a whole bunch of stuff. So. Some of it will be stuff that we acquired that way. And then, like I said, some of it will be the things from our store. So if you want, and again, get your nice branded t-shirt. Anyway, we thank everybody for watching. We'll look forward to, we'll have a good report again on the Meraviglia. The Meraviglia, and I don't know, for those of you that have never sailed on it and haven't seen the videos we've done on the Meraviglia, it is a very unique ship. It has some things that make it very special, including a chocolate shop that is beyond belief.
That may make a great 360 video. You could zoom in on all this.
Yeah, so we will do that. So that will be one of the things that we do. Again, please, if you got any suggestions for us, put them in the comments, because that's the only way, or you can DM us if you're in the Facebook group. You can email me, because my contact information is in the links on YouTube, or will be here shortly. But, like I said, the key thing is reach out, and if you got an idea, because we're always looking to do what we can for our audience. One of the things we are going to start doing is to work on port guides for the Florida ports. since we're close now, I am told there is accessible transport in Miami. I don't really believe that. Haven't found it, haven't seen it. I mean, the buses is accessible, but we haven't found a good, reliable, way of getting to and from the airport. You can get accessible transport usually fairly easy, but from the hotel to the cruise terminal, we haven't found any. We'll be down in Miami in March. I mean, and when we're down there, we're gonna try again and see if we can find that, because again, that would make a nice video and it would be important. Oh, we got another comment here. Oh, Marvin says port guides would be great, so we will try to do that. So you spent some time. So
Nice.
that is a long time on the Meraviglia, but it's an interesting ship. I like that atrium. That is amazing. There were things I liked better on the seashore, because we got off the Meraviglia about a year ago and got on the seashore. So we've done both of the seashore. I'm pretty sure it was seashore. Anyway, it's just the next generation. And there were things I liked on the next generation that I thought were better, but they went away from that atrium, and I liked that Meraviglia atrium. That's one of the things, and we'll talk. And when we create the videos about the Prima, I think the public areas in the Prima are not as friendly as the Breakaway. It's supposed to be like, the evolution of the Breakaway, and there were so many things I loved about the Breakaway class ship.
The Prima is more like luxury, where where some people spend more time in their cabins, and the cabins are very nice. The cabins
were amazing. I love the cabins. The best
very
cabin
large.
we've had.
Yeah, very large for a regular cabin. I mean, it had a balcony, but it was very large. Very easy for a scooter, wheelchair, whatever. Even if you had 2 scooters, you'd have no problem on the Prima.
Yeah, and in fact, I'll try to get that video. We got a bunch of videos we're working on. I just posted the bus trip from. Marvin, that was our first NCL cruise in a while. We went on her, and we loved it. Did you go to Sid Norman's? Let me know, because Sid Norman's is our favorite place to hang out. It is a small rock venue. They play some great rock and roll music. They have it on all of the Breakaway class. They have it also on the Prima.
The Primas, I think that the Sid Norman seemed to be a little bit smaller. I'm not sure. It just seemed like it. Okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm reading the.
He's reading. You're supposed to give me the button.
Okay.
Okay. So the hangman had a lot of fun on the ship, and that was great.
Well, but again, Rhonda, you can pause that. We'll try to get her slow down. I put her on that wheel seat too, and she only knows one speed, and that is like turbo. I can't even. No, yeah, you got to get there really early, Marvin, to get into Sid Norman's. But it's really interesting is the singers will come out and they'll be in the audience singing with you, and it's just really incredible. We will try to slow Cheryl down. Maybe I can hardwire it so she can't get it above 2. It goes to 4. If I got it where it won't go past 2, maybe that'd be slow enough.
I'm very careful. When I'm around people, it's down on 2. When I'm not around anybody, then I just take it to a 4. That's
on YouTube, what you can do, Rhonda, if she's going too fast, is change your playback speed on YouTube, because you can slow it down quite a bit.
You can also stop it.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yes, and then some of these big ships, it's really hard to do all that walking on. Scooters are great. Well, yeah.
Okay, and what I would say, Hangman, on that is that that Will See too. We had it. Where were we? We had it on. It was on Celebrity. We had a standard cabin on the Celebrity Summit.
And squeezed. It went through the door. Just made it.
Yeah, but it was interesting. She was able to turn it around. I have a short video up on YouTube. So if you go down and look down the line, you'll see it, where she's turning it around between the bathroom, the bed, and the counter.
3-point turn.
And it was a 3-point turn, but she turned that Will See too. completely around and faced it out the door, which is, I have never seen another mobility device that you could do that with.
Yeah.
She has a Pride scooter that wouldn't have fit in the door that we own. That the C2 was provided courtesy of Scooter Around, which I appreciate.
I think on the Primo, wasn't it? They had some of the ships we were on recently. They now on the ships they stock some wheelchairs and scooters, so that if something happens on the ship, you can get one, which is pretty handy. So, like if you decided your rollator was just too much and you had someone who could help push you, you might be able to actually get a folding wheelchair on the ship after already taken left the port. It might not be on the older ships. But on some of the new ones, I think that's a great feature, because you could be, you could be perfectly capable person and, have an accident on your excursion and come back needing a wheelchair. So maybe that's why they have them. And also now, of course, they have more, they may have it too, because with COVID, they had to make a larger separate area, just in case area, a little hospital-like area. And they may have more for some of them down there too, but that makes it convenient for everybody.
Yeah. And again, the secret is to, did you have Kim? Did you have an accessible? Well, actually, first of all, Kim, the Will C2, and I'm just going to grab a video of it. Well, you saw it, but I'll let me see if I've got.
Yeah, the Will C2 is not actually a scooter; it's more like an electric wheelchair.
They
it's called a personal electric vehicle, but it's really more like an electric wheelchair, and it doesn't take up. It takes up probably less room than my wheelchair does, because I'm tall and I have a big wheelchair. I don't have a wide wheelchair, but I have a big wheelchair.
That one.
He's going to show a video of it.
I'm going to see if I can get, if I have this and where I can get to it real easy.
It's going to take a minute to find it.
Yeah, give me. Actually, I'll go to YouTube. I can probably find it there. Just give me 1 second here. It should still be on the first page. By the way, we did the chef's table on Royal Caribbean. I just posted that video. That was really nice.
Can you search for the animation? Anyway, he's trying to find a video to show you what the Wheel C2 is. It's really, really nice. And it does a lot. It's really helps when you get on rough terrain. There's one
Okay,
there.
that's it right there. All right, so I'll pop this video up. It's only 39 seconds. Let me get back to StreamYard. Oh no, I'm going back here. 1 second. All right, so this is an unedited version of it.
Making the 3-point turn. This is a non-accessible cabin. It's really tight right there. I mean, the wheelchair is about touching the wall and the chair and the bed at the same time. But I was able to, finagle it through there.
Well, and she's got a great big backpack on the back of it.
Yeah, that made it a little harder to back up. But anyway, that's how small it is.
And that's why this is our default. Okay, it went away. That is our default scooter that we recommend.
Let's see. Oh, so she had gone with someone. Okay. It's hard if you have to take it apart all the time. That's a real pain.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true too.
All right. Sorry that you didn't see that. Did I not share the screen? I thought I had. Anyway, let me do this again.
Yeah, and the Will C2 does not fold either. It doesn't fold. So you need to, when you book your room, you might need to ask them what is the width of the door so that you would know that it would go through.
Okay, now you should see it. Maybe I didn't share the screen. All right. So I'll make it bigger there. Here you go. I said, this is just a standard balcony cabin.
So when you share, why don't we over on the side? Is that
Oh,
right?
I can put this over
Oh,
there.
I didn't know if it was. Okay. Yeah. No. Then I know I was probably looking like that.
Okay.
Oh, now it's playing. Okay, good.
And like I said, I am a fan of for most folks, unless you're just really attached to your scooter, you can rent these and have them at the ship, or have them at your hotel. Now this we gate checked. This was the other thing we loved about this is we could gate check it. Okay.
Yeah, the airline just takes it and puts it underneath right at the gate, and then they just bring it back up to you.
Yeah. So, and like I said, it was in a. Now, if we'd had to evacuate because the ship was sinking in a hurry, it would have been in the way. We'd had to deal with trying to get around it, and that's the downside of doing it. But it worked really well. And that is the Will C2. You can get it from Scootaround.
It's spelled WHILLC2.
Yeah, and you can. It's the same price from Scootaround as a regular scooter, but like I said, it is super mobile. And the other thing that we liked about it, and this will show up in some of the videos, is because it has larger wheels. It doesn't high sing. It doesn't high center.
The joystick. Well, you need to start out slow because it will go like a rocket on 4. But and it took about a day, and so the first day, you're kind of, oh, this is frustrating because you're afraid you're going to run into something. But once you get used to it, you'll just love it. You can back in, you can do a lot of things with it. It's nice. It is heavy. You won't be able to take care of it yourself. It's 115 pounds, so it needs to be. You have to have a lift to get it into a vehicle usually, unless you have 2 hefty guys with you. But that's
I did it myself.
But that's why you can get it at.
But I'm as big as 2 hefty guys.
But it's anyway, you can get it delivered to the port or the hotel, but probably the port would be better if you can just take your rollator up to that point, or folding walker, and then that would go easy in the room.
But what I was starting to say is because the tires are larger, what happens is it can go over you can go over a speed bump without hitting high centering. Whereas the one we had in Alaska, we rented it or got it from Scootaround, but it had smaller wheels and a longer wheelbase, so it got stuck going up the ramp. And then we'd have to push it. That thing, we never found a place to get it stuck. I mean,
yeah, it sits up about maybe 6 inches off the ground in the middle of it underneath, so it doesn't get stuck on stuff, and it's also very short base. So if the front's going, the back's following. The wheels go sideways, kind of like, it's hard to explain, but there's pieces in the wheels that go sideways, so you can
there's
go
wheels
left
on
and
the
right.
wheels.
You can just turn left and right immediately. It's pretty handy. People love to watch it. When you're riding it, everybody's just kind of watching, like, oh, what are those wheels doing? It's kind of amazing. But and then I liked it because I mean that backpack weighed a ton and it carried it just fine.
Yeah.
And so it was real handy. And then it's kind of neat where you put your feet is like a flat board that that folds up out of the way when you want to eat, and the arms flip up out of the way when you want to pull up to a table, and that's just really handy. But then also, if you're in a really tight space and you need to get on it, you can actually stand on the board that you rest your feet on. It's that sturdy. You can stand on it and turn around and sit down. So I found a little, and that board kind of at the bottom, it goes out maybe an inch or 2. And with my long legs, I really like to tuck my feet up under. So that was it to stand up. And I couldn't do that on there, but it was okay because with the arms I could lean, push on that and get up. So
yeah, we have another one. Oh, yeah. I was going to say that I am super impressed with that. In fact, there's going to be a couple of fun videos because you can control it with an app on the phone. So what I did is I had it go up empty to crew members on the ship and pretend like it was asking them if they had seen its person. And then I found Cheryl hiding behind a pole. And so it went over and got her, and she got back in. But so it's just cool in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, and yeah, it has some features that it doesn't fold and it's heavy, but it goes all day on a charge. I mean, if I charge it up at night and on a good with a good, we had a problem with our cord was it's an older one and the cord sometimes it wasn't charging well. But if it charged, if I got the cord laid just right out at night and didn't touch it, it would charge up and go. I mean, a long time. I never had it die on me. So.
Yeah, and we have a demo model that's been, and we started having problems after we'd flown with it twice and been on 2 cruises, and so it's had its share of abuse, I guess you could say. But I would say it does come apart into 3 pieces. I never had a reason to take it apart. And the heaviest piece is, I think, 30 pounds if you take it apart. So maybe 35 pounds. So it's not bad. But like I said, it is, now for my clients and for anybody I talk to, I had it at the trade show, and I recommended to everybody, all of the travel agents we were there with, that they should go ahead and recommend that to their customers, because I've never seen anything. Because she's got a big Pride Victory that it's been nice. We haven't had any problems with it. It's old, runs well. But we've rented a couple of smaller ones, along the way, different places, and nothing that we've liked like we like this.
I like it. I like it because it's narrow enough. We have videos of me going down the halls in some of the smaller cruise ships with the luggage. I mean, not luggage, with the linen carts and stuff out, and I was able to go right past them. So it's really nice. You'll like it if you rent it. It's nice. They don't have it at all the ports. So that's another thing. Like, they didn't have it available in Alaska yet, but maybe next year, or maybe sometime this year they will.
Yeah. Well, and if not, you can always do like we did and fly with it, because it makes. Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Some of the ships are smaller. Yeah. Like I think the Rhapsody might have been smaller where we were too. But I was still able to get through. I never got stuck.
Yeah, since with that, I don't think there's been a case, unless they left it parked in the middle of the hall where you had to move it. Even usually, you can get it right around it. It's not been a problem.
Yeah.
But anyway, thanks for everybody chatting. Appreciate the conversation. You guys have made my day. The fact that you engage and talk, and that makes it so much more fun for us. Again, like I said, let us know what you want to see, how we can help. We will be
enter the contest. And I like that wheel. That's fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I'm going to talk to them and see if we can keep it, because I still have it. I borrowed it in the middle of November. I still have it. They haven't asked for it back. I asked her when she wanted it back. So I'm going to see if I can keep it for our trip on the Meraviglia.
Oh, and then on the beginning of our show, we've always had that countdown, which when we download it, we're told it was free and anybody could use it. But then later someone said, no, that's too much similar to somebody else's. So we'll just probably have a video. So you'll have something new to see at the beginning. So just don't be waiting for the countdown, because it's not going to be there.
Yeah, no more countdown. And as Rhonda said, hit the thumbs up, please, please, please. And again, we appreciate everybody. You guys have a nice evening. Have a nice couple of weeks. Hopefully, some of you are going to get to go somewhere and do some fun. And we will be back on the 22nd. We'll see you then, fresh off the Meraviglia.
Bye-bye.
Bye.